Okay, now we go throw myself into the grinder repeatedly because
Oh no.
I want those souls.
I'm not looking forward to this. Not at all.
I mean, as soon as I get the timing down on all of his attacks, he gets much, much easier. Because then I can just perfect counter him every single time.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the initial 3 or 4 tries is going to be tough. My souls. Ow. Like I said, going to be tough. Okay. There we go. So one of the frustrations is the camera loses him and then won't lock back onto him. I'm going to try switching an option that might work.
I'm having my mint chocolate as I watch you perish.
Okay, so we want to do gameplay from hold to toggle. That should help.
Though admittedly, I probably wouldn't fare any better. It's just, I don't know, maybe this is one of those things you just have to come back to later.
So, yeah, yes and no. This game doesn't have enough... Oh, you know what I could do? We could go back to Ulthane. I bet I can upgrade my fire whip abilities. And that might actually make a big difference. Because they're currently unupgraded.
Yeah, because then you can always teleport back.
Are you... Okay.
Wow, there's ads this time?
Yeah. So,
they ran into the
Fun
room.
fact, I sprinted past them.
And then they came in the room with you.
Yeah, they come for you. That's... kind of annoying. I mean, it means I'll just have to fight them, but I'm not used to this sort of thing. Alright, so we're just gonna go back to Ulthane, because we want to do... Maker's Forge. We want to upgrade the fire...
And you didn't lose your relics or anything else, right?
No, I haven't lost it.
So you just lose souls.
Okay. Can we chill on the backseat gaming and chat a little bit? It's not helpful. It's like, go through the serpent holes to get back to Ulthane. Yes. Yes and no. I don't need that kind of advice. Okay. Alright, so please tell me... Nope, it's slivers of adamantite. It does look like it scales a little bit with level or something.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wait, no, I guess it scales based on the levels that I've been putting in. But those numbers look like they're
now,
bigger.
are you actually going to make anything out of the demon or the angel relic?
That is a good point. I actually haven't looked into... upgrading that yet.
Let's see what that
Okay, so what would this require? More artifacts. I need another angelic or demonic artifact before I can even upgrade this.
I see, so you can either go one way or the other, because there's unfocused, and then there's...
Yeah, and then it merges down at the end. Maybe that's kind of like the Nephilim upgrade-ish. Okay, well, either way, that's 10 extra damage.
Take your time.
Why don't you come back for that guy later?
Nah, I want my souls.
You want... Oh.
It's a lot of souls, and, like, I legitimately believe I can beat him. The problem is I haven't had a fair shake, because...
You just never gotten him down past half health, so...
I got him down once.
That one's heavily armored, and has a club.
There we go. Yeah, effectively what I need to do is get the perfect dodges, the one where like time slows down and stuff. If and when I can get that, it solves my problems. I just have to ace the dodges. I want to give it a couple of tries where I'm not like assaulted by people or frustrated from having to run back.
Mm-hmm. I mean, my thing maybe would be try to keep your distance, because he's really good at close quarters combat having the ability to spin as he slashes. Because if he doesn't get you in by attacking you from the front, the way that he arcs his swing catches you on.
Yeah. No, that could work. Fortunately, I got shot by that archer. But, like...
And also, he might have a phase where he's vulnerable. You never know. Yeah, you're supposed to not be... Whatever happened to not being close range?
I don't have a choice. I have to hit him at some point.
The room is very small.
Yeah, Shell, tone down the negativity, because it's going to make me more frustrated than the boss fight.
I just think that this might be
Be support... No, I can do damage to him, but I need to... look, I realize that, like...
We could be stuck here for 2 hours.
And that's why I'm going to leave after a couple of tries. But give me a fair shake without the negativity during the boss fight. Because, like, it's not fun to be playing a game that's already challenging and having the bird on your shoulder being like, you can't do this.
Well, I was trying to make a suggestion as to a better way to combat, but then we got into the room and it was obvious that you couldn't keep your distance.
Yeah, you can't really keep your distance, and I don't have a whole lot of distance-clearing moves. He's also very aggressive.
Also, I'm not a little bird.
You are the little bird on my shoulder, and it's tweeting, "You're gonna suck at this." That's what it feels like.
I wasn't saying that. I'm saying that maybe it'd be best to build up your strength and return when you are more prepared.
And I'm saying, like, I can figure it out, and to some degree, I need to be able to figure these things out freely right now.
I mean, I think you've died to him about 10 times at this point.
It's about 4. But, like, I barely even get the chance to get a flow down before he kills me. Part of the frustration is getting my souls back initially.
You might want to focus on that a bit later.
Okay.
Never mind. Okay, that was good.
Okay. Heal.
Did one swing took over
There we
half.
go. Oh, he hit me.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he did.
Heal up.
This is
if
very
I can.
dangerous.
Oh.
This is very dangerous. Did you lose your heal?
Yeah, I pressed left. And so I tried using something that wasn't my heal. Oh, that is obnoxious. Can I unequip those? Because I really don't want... Because if you notice, I have all of these. If I press, like, diagonal... Oh, I just used a fortification shard.
Oh, that's another thing you could use. You've never tried fighting him with fortification or anything else.
The problem is they're temporary use items.
Also, didn't you have Havoc mode?
Again, it's limited use.
Mm-hmm.
I'd rather use those when I'm, like...
Well, one more hit would have been death anyway.
Yeah, it's kind of like I'd rather use those when it's surefire, as opposed to like, because especially with like the temp use items, if they're gone, they're gone. They don't come back when I rest, unlike the Nephilim's respite.
Mm-hmm.
So if I use them all up, admittedly it would get them out of the way. But it also means that, like, yeah, if I get him down to the last 25%, that's when I throw on the Nephilim's Rage. You know, go full Fury mode. Okay. Heal.
Ouch. Did he shield himself there? Yeesh.
Heal again. Dodge. Dodge. Dodge? What the? Okay.
He's already got caught up in his skirt.
But if...
Okay, you've almost gotten him halfway. Oh no. You didn't use your fortifications or anything.
Like I said, don't want to use them though.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I can get him to the halfway. So the problem was when he goes down, I lose my lock on, and I can't get it back. I think I need to change it to the hold. Some amount of this is I'm fighting game mechanics, because normally in a boss fight, you can, if you have like a lock-on mechanic, you can stay locked on.
I see.
And you know, that's how you know where the enemy is. That's how you can kind of keep with the that's how you can keep up the tempo, know when to dodge, so on and so forth. The problem is with this boss fight, when he goes down into the ground, I lose the lock on, because obviously, you know.
Are you sure that all the souls are there, or just the souls that you
There's a
got
sprint in this.
when you died previously?
No, all the souls. So, well, you're right both ways. So it's all of the souls that I had when I died to him, and I have to pick that cluster back up.
Did you pick it up last time?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so technically, I still have they're still there. So when I hit this cluster.
But you need to hit the cluster, else they'll be lost forever if you die to him again, because then he'll only take the ones that were on you. Well, doing better.
Okay.
Got him about a third of the way.
Ow.
Oh no.
And there I go. Yeah, the problem is if I get on a bad dodge, like if he hits me and then I dodge, I'll get out of the I was hit animation and immediately do a dodge. Come on, Shell. Shell, you've seen I can get him down to the halfway point. I just need to not lose, like... Come, focus on the skeleton, you... Why? Focus on the skeleton!
Is this because of the hold mode?
I don't know. The lock-on is bad. Uh-oh.
You died to this? And all your souls are gone.
Probably. Alright, now... Well, at least we're free.
So, now you can't...
What the hell was that, though? Like, you noticed that, right?
No, you were facing the wrong direction.
And I couldn't, like, lock on to the dude?
So...
Yeah, so I'm locked on now. Well, we're free to explore and grind and whatnot.
I feel bad for you, but thank goodness.
I am going to say for the... I'm going to say for the rest of this series... Let me try. Don't immediately say you can't do it, because...
I don't immediately say it. It's one of those
this
things
game,
where...
but you've already seen, this game is incredibly hard.
It is incredibly difficult, but you can always
will smack
come
me
back.
down.
You can
I
always
can
come
always
back.
come back, but like... The only thing that's going to change between me then and later is like statistical bonuses. And they will help. Nope.
And weapons and items.
They will help, yes, but the baseline is still, there's a rhythm to every fight. That like, even this guy has killed me twice now. But there's a rhythm to every fight, and if you can get it down, if you know how to get the dodges, and you can avoid his hits, you can time the dodge, you can fight anything regardless of how strong you are. And I know I could beat that guy, because I got him down to halfway before I even, like, took too many hits. But then I lost the,
It would just be a shame to be stuck at that point on stream for hours on end. Do you understand what I mean?
I mean, sometimes you have to do that, though. Like...
Well, this would be the kind of thing where you practice fighting him and you record when you
no, I don't
know that
I
you
don't
have
want
it
to
down.
fully do that, though. Like, I don't want to have to... Yeah, so... Oh, no.
But,
Holy crap.
oh, it's all your souls.
Why ain't that handy? Okay. Heal. There we go.
Yeah, when he emerges from the ground, he does that little slash.
Yeah, so I experienced this with God of War. It's a boss fight
2, 3.
that I know I can beat if I can get the combo down. And like I know it's frustrating to be stuck on a point, but I know I've got his rhythm down now, and if I come back it's going to reset me down to square one, if that makes sense. And I don't like going back to square one on a fight, and I'll have the mechanical advantages, but I won't, it'll be fresh? I don't know, it's, oh. That's cool. Okay, so we might actually want to use some of these. I'll try the strength shard, seeing as that's immediately available. If you want to take a short snack break while I get this guy down, that's totally fine. Because I know I can beat this, and I don't want to just give up because he's hard. Because I feel like if I can beat him now,
I know that you'll never have to go back.
I'll
for
never
him
have to
again,
come back,
but
and I will also be better. I mean, if you notice, I'm lasting longer against him every single time. And I feel like by throwing myself into the meat grinder here, as frustrating as it is, I will get to the point where like I can fight most things without problems. It's like,
so you weren't going to use any of those boosts?
main problem is
Now you're
timing.
in the battle. Oh,
Okay, so okay, there we go.
1, 2, 3. Yeah, he does a staggered. Oh, he's gonna come up out of the earth.
Yep. All right. Now's the time for this. So we've got. I'm not going to say we've got him on the ropes. In fact, this doesn't do any damage to him at all, which is kind of really annoying.
It didn't, but it healed you up, which is what you wanted, right?
Yep.
So only the flame nunchucks can actually get him.
I'm not actually sure about that.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And then he does the delayed swing. 2. Oh. You actually almost got him. Oh, ouch. Spoke too soon.
Yep.
But you dodged that one, so that works. Come on. Almost. Ah.
There we go. Got him.
Finally.
Alright, Essence of Chosen. Highly magical, this Ichor possesses the potential to unlock incredible power in a weapon enhancement. Ulthane will want to see it. Thank you. That's what I kind of needed from the start. And that gets us an angelic artifact, so we can upgrade my armor even more. But like...
Well, you were lucky that time.
Some
And
amount
you
of
learned.
luck. And I learned. And like, he wasn't actually that hard once you get... Because you were counting it out yourself. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. But the problem is, until you learn that pattern, those boss fights can be incredibly difficult to the point of not even being beatable. And frustratingly, in Souls-like style games, because I think this is the first... No, I guess you saw me play Lords of the Fallen previously. Though, I'm not sure how much you remember of that one. But, like, with games like these, you kind of have to throw yourself at a boss 10 times. Sometimes. And yeah, I could have come back and I would have had the
It's kind of hilarious, though, because
enhancement.
these guys are more difficult than the sins themselves.
Oh yeah, Wrath was a joke, comparatively. And it's a little frustrating, but I mean, he was a secret bonus boss. And...
A chosen.
Yeah,
whatever that's
he's
supposed to
absolutely a
mean.
character that I was supposed to have fought at a complete different point in the game.
This will be fun. As
Oh.
you wish. Take your time. As you wish.
Oh, you wanted to buy things as opposed to level up?
Yeah, 1 second. Just gotta go kill a dude, I think. Let's heal. Remember there's that 5,000 token thing?
Oh,
Yeah, we can buy that now. It might not be the most amazing.
Did you accidentally give him some souls, though?
I gave him a little bit.
Well, that guy came
Look
out of the
who's
bone
got
pile.
free souls for me. These schlubs. Convenience, no?
Yep, now
All right.
you have 5,000.
There we go. But yeah, so now that I have like properly thrown myself in the grinder, yeah, I could actually fight him and not have like huge amounts of trouble. Okay, so we want to buy. Oh.
You can also buy artifacts.
Oh. Yeah, so he sells slivers of adamantite. So you know the basic upgrade components. I can buy those now.
Adamantine.
Sorry. Okay, so Rejuvenation Core is actually really good. I want to pick one of those up at some point. But let's get the Unfocused Leviathan.
Now, is this guy permanent or is it a one-time use?
It's a one-time buy. It's an enhancement.
Oh, right. You needed an unfocused.
As you wish.
Yeah, so what I can do is go here, Chains of Scorn. I can give her the Unfocused Leviathan. Actually,
Maybe you want to switch that around.
yeah, let's switch them around.
But now, what would you...
And then once we have some more money,
make sure they
then we can
Horsemen.
then we can come back and okay, so this is the way we originally came. So we want to go this way.
So are we gonna cross that bridge?
No, we're gonna explore a little bit because there's a bunch of stuff. Now, it's this one. Extra, yes. Okay, so it's kind of pointless, but the upgrade I just got for the whip makes it so we get.
You get extra souls.
I get 3 souls every time I break pots. Not really that helpful, but I'll take it. Yoink. 3 amount. But yeah. Sorry I got crappy during the firefight. It's just like, I truly, like, morale is a huge part.
So, 3 swords total?
So it seems.
It's always 3, isn't it?
Pardon?
3 keys, 3 stones, 3 swords. Rather predictable, don't you think?
Have you lost your mind?
No. I just hate it when the creator takes shortcuts.
When the creator takes shortcuts. Oh, that's funny. I remember when my friends and I, it was 2 friends were sisters, and they would come over and we would, play make-believe. Usually we'd be, let's see, people stranded on a mystical island or wizards or, you know what I mean? And I remember once we were these...
I can break candles for souls.
Once we were these kind of sages that...
The 3 sages?
Yes. And we were trying to find...
The 3 mystical MacGuffins?
Well, okay, so we had 3 staves. We had 3 trees in the front yard, 3 mystical pine trees in the backyard, we were essentially going on a counting spree, finding all of the things in my yard that amounted to 3. 3 birds just happened to be sitting on the power lines. 3 rocks were embedded in the ground. There were 3 patches of moss. Do you know what I mean? So we were just counting 3. And then after a while, my friends were just, this is getting kind of ridiculous. How many trios of things are we really finding? You know what I mean?
I think the regular whip is just by far the better.
I mean,
Oh.
3
There we go.
is often a symbolic number because it's enough to give variety, but it's also indivisible. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you have 1, that's 1. When you have 2, it's a pair. Usually you're split into a dichotomy. Then there's a trio, and it affords you more variety than 2, but it's an odd number. Ooh, it's one of these doors.
I think also, like, 3 is very common, like...
Well,
maybe
the
not
trinities.
architecturally, but like
Little triangles are
3
very
is a
strong
stable like formation
shape.
in any situation.
Yeah, and then you have 4. 4 is pretty common in our modern architecture, but really only because of walls for boxing in rooms and the shape of doors, among other things. And the thing is, with a number like 4, you can make 2 pairs. You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
5 is rather interesting. I think 5 is often a number that people resort to when they want more variety than 3, but they don't want a divisible number. So 5 works in that regard.
Being attacked by the boner pile
maybe-
is the revenge of Diablo 3.
Maybe people just like odd numbers. Because I'm thinking of what things you have 6 of, 7 of. I mean, people love 7. 8.
No, the Fellowship of the Ring was 9. Ow, dying.
Mm-hmm.
And dead. Ow.
Ow.
Yeah, just too many enemies. Not a big deal.
You don't have that many souls to lose because you spent them all.
Yup. Doesn't bug me too much. We could go back to Ulthane quickly.
To craft some new stuff.
Sort of. The main question is... what would we want to upgrade?
I think
There we go.
I think you use your whip the most.
Yeah. Well, no, I was thinking of my enhancements. So I've got that,
Well, you only have enough angelic relics. You haven't found a second demonic one.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking of specifically the new enhancement that I got. And I've got 2 angelics.
Mm-hmm.
Ow.
Something wrong?
No, just all of these guys. The enemies block. It's really annoying. Because I don't have a block breaker. I don't, like, have a heavy attack or some way of countering their blocks yet. We don't have any wrath moves, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Which is kind of unfortunate. Because, like, we have this whole, like, wrath meter, but I haven't used it for anything.
Is this where you died before the turning door?
Yeah. Yeah, so we're just back here. I'm not going to bother breaking all the pots that I broke last time, because that's silly. Is there anything in here? The answer is no. It's weird not having a map.
Mm-hmm.
I like maps. Maps make me
they force
happy.
you to navigate the old-fashioned way.
Blindly? I love the fact that you can get your souls back. I wonder if there's a duration on that, or if they just kind of sit around forever.
Well, we know that you can die twice, and your old souls will still be sitting around.
Yeah, it might be...
Maybe if you don't port out, or, I don't know, under what circumstances they vanish. Who knows?
There we go. I love that move. It might not be as good in this version, but I love it anyway.
Now, were humans much smaller than the horsemen?
Not too much.
We'll have to stand
Ow.
next to one of them. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, so one of the problems is healing in this game. You actually can't in the middle of combat, which is part of the reason why I die sometimes. Especially with those guys, there's so many of them, they just kind of mob you, and it's like,
Maybe when you get down to a third or a quarter health, you flee.
Flee where?
Just dodge your way to the other side of the room.
There's an archer.
Kill the archer first.
The archer is up above.
Oh. Find the archer.
The archer is up above where I can't kill him.
Then how do you...
You kill all the other guys first, I think. Then you come back to kill the archer at the end.
I would have thought there would be a special staircase or something that you could use to get up there. I'm sure all the guys will
Oh.
follow you. But is it just me, or do they use the
Oh!
what?
It's that...
What's,
It's the really...
what's wrong?
Just getting rolled by these guys.
Some of the growls that they make remind me of that worm monster from Jedi Knight Jedi Academy.
Because I straight up...
Oh, that club.
straight up can't fight enemies that block. Because...
There has to be a way to punch through. Is there any
No.
combo that you can use to pull off their shield or to
No,
punch through?
not yet. I am hamstrung potentially by my limited moveset.
Man,
And other things.
when people said that this game was... I thought that... I had heard some comments about how they were making the game more difficult but had fewer encounters, fewer trash mobs. I'm seeing just as many trash mobs, but they're as difficult as
legitimately
bosses.
dangerous. Yeah.
well, not as difficult as bosses, but well, you trounced Wrath the first time you faced him.
It's because Wrath is a single enemy.
A single enemy and slow. So really, you just need to pick them off one at a time. Whoa, that was a good dodge. That guy can throw his sword.
Yep.
And it boomerangs back to him. That's why he's so deadly. Oh. I saw him round, like...
Yeah, he was charging
preparing
that up, but I was in the
swing.
middle of an animation, couldn't do anything about it. I probably should have healed at that point, but yeah. So, one of the things is, the enemies are actually, like, stronger.
Oh, did you eat all of the Gorgonzola crackers?
No, I put them away.
But the box is here, and it's empty.
Well, I put them away. There we go. Getting kind of better at fighting these guys, but they're... this is the other reason why I was so insistent on fighting that fire boss. The game's not actually that easy. Like, straight up, I'm gonna have trouble with everything to some degree. And I know, like, this
It
is...
makes me wonder what the challenging and the...
The enemies
horsemen-
just hit harder. It forces you to have, perfect kills. Did I get him? No. I was like, he's got more
Yeah,
HP
that,
than
and
that.
that sound...
Yeah, it's that dude down there. Another one of those, like, big flaming axer dudes. I hate these guys' block attacks. But, yeah, so what this game wants you to do is perfect dodge past enemy attacks. Counterattacks are a massive point for this game. You know, when I do the slowdown and then, like, you know, hyper smash the enemies? That's what you're supposed to do against, you know, blocking enemies are the ones that hit really hard and whatever. The problem is in large groups, it's kind of hard to pull that off. I'm usually just trying to get out of the way instead. Oh. And, like, the window of time for pulling off those counterattack dodges.
Maybe... Let's survey
easy.
the area.
Nope.
Oh.
So there's...
I thought you were going to divide and conquer.
Divide what? Conquer where?
Well, so you lead them, you kite them around the arena, and make sure that you always have them in front of you, so that you're never flanked.
Okay, I'm rotating something.
Actually,
Oh.
there's an archer over there.
Yep. I see him. Oh.
He's not firing. That's weird. Well, the good thing is you didn't back up into him, so that way he wouldn't start firing upon you without your knowing.
Okay,
Oh, there's
archer.
another archer.
Yeah, I guess they're not up above. I'd swear I'd seen, like, arrows.
Well, the arrows fly where they will. And that boomerang guy. Yay!
To your knees.
There we go.
So you
Okay.
slew the archers first.
Yep. Yeah, I'd swear I'd gotten shot from up above. Like, I thought those windows opened up at some point.
Nope, they were just in the corners of the room.
Okay. I mean, it was hard to tell, and I was constantly covered in skeletons. It's not easy to figure out what's going on when you're being just assailed by endless skeletons.
Is that the door? A door?
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah. It's super slow, so you can't escape.
So you can't blitz through all the skeletons.
Yeah. So you had to fight those guys, because there's no way you could stand on this pedestal long enough. And now we wait. Or you can't... No, I can't break these candles. I like the fact that her hair set's on fire.
Skeletons.
Yeah.
Never even break a sweat against skeletons.
Funny
Despite
joke.
The fact that she's died... Well,
Repeatedly.
you as her has died several times to them.
Hello?
Look above.
Oh, of course. I don't look up nearly enough.
You should. I suppose I'm just used to Zelda games where you're always looking for random buttons on the ceiling.
See, I'm usually looking down because it makes combat easier.
Uh-huh.
And I don't like to have my...
Oh, there's a guy with a... Can you use the sword on him? I want to see.
Okay.
Never mind. I was hoping that it was ridiculously powered. And you'd be like, I want to take these through the game. I don't want to have to give him
Guys,
shield.
I just got through this section. I'm not dying here, thank you. Alright.
Yeah, why? Uh-oh. I was hoping that you'd be able to bring that sword up to one of the... Okay, he's not going to leave the pit.
Nope. It doesn't look like he's interested in following me, which is good.
He probably needs to consistently be near a source of lava. That's just lore from me.
Okay, so one more sword somewhere. I think let's go back to Vulgrim and level up twice. Because we haven't leveled up in quite a while. We should also go back to Ulthane and level if I can. Okay, speed souls.
Will be fun for both of us.
This might be one of those odd games that I actually
Oh, and the amount of souls that you need to
It
level
goes
goes
up,
up
yep.
by a couple hundred.
Yeah, this might be one of those games that I actually go out and grind just a little bit to keep all of the weapons
Uh-oh.
the same level of what?
Every game that we ever have to grind in is a series that stops prematurely.
True. Not this one though. This one's short enough. Oh, this is Vulgrim. No, it's every game that I have to grind as opposed to optional grinding.
No, it's true.
It's weird. Optional grinding is so much easier for me because I'm like, yeah, I'm just gonna, you know, go get some souls. As opposed to Octopath where it's like, no, you have to grind to continue. And it's like, I don't like it in JRPGs that much. Yeah, I wonder what the maximum level on these weapons is. Probably 10. Okay, unfocused Leviathan. So we can upgrade the health regenerated per minute.
Oh, so is this Leviathan all about health regen?
So, sort of. We can do 2 upgrade paths. One, where I can,
Well, that's demonic and unfocused.
Yeah, so it's these 2 right here that you need to pay attention to.
Wait, can you look at the 2 sayings? I am weak, a shell of what I was. I must claw my way back, versus pitiful obstacles are nothing to me. Where's the worth in this folly?
Yeah, so there's a bunch here. So, I want you to pay attention to this, so at the end is balanced, where we get to get both.
Yeah, and it's all gilded on the outside. If you notice, each level has a different...
Yep. Yeah, and you know that essence of the chosen that we got from the
You
burning
needed to
fight?
get one of those?
Yeah, I needed that to get the balanced the balanced upgrade on one of these things. So the real question is, do we want very slow health regen? That would be 1 health every 2 seconds, or extra money every time I hit an object. I guess the other thing to check.
Yeah, what's on that one?
So, because at this point, we pretty much have to decide, like, which one of these gets to be demonic. This one...
That one's
increases damage with the weapon.
And what does the other one increase?
Health.
Health. So that's just a flat percentage as opposed to regen.
Yeah.
Well, do you think a flat percentage is worth more than a 2-point regen every second?
Or
For however long.
1 health every 2 seconds.
1 health every 2 seconds?
And it goes up to
How much health do you have?
200 something? 230? I want to say. I'm just not entirely sure if lurchers when breaking objects with this weapon, I guess that would add up. Oh. So how many will we need? 10. 22 angelic artifacts to max this thing out.
Yeah. So, which one are you more interested in their final effects?
I think I'm gonna go lurchers.
You like the lurchers more than the fortifier?
Well, the free money... It's free money for breaking objects, which adds up. Versus slight HP over time. Because I can upgrade both of these once. The real question is, do I upgrade the... Because I pretty much can only upgrade one up the top path. So this would give me an extra 2% health.
Okay.
Maybe the lurchers aren't that helpful, especially because I can go fight monsters. Yeah, that's fine.
What beautiful havoc.
So we'll work on boosting my regen. Okay, and we can't upgrade either of my weapons. Alright, let's get out of here. It's an interesting question. I don't know... I mean, realistically, getting it down to balanced will solve the problem, because then it's both. I'd almost prefer it if it branched more instead, but life. Okay, so into the catacombs.
It's funny, because we still haven't reached Sloth yet.
No. I don't know when we're gonna reach Sloth. We might actually be able to go back and reach him. These guys over here respawn. Look like it.
Ah.
Yeah, so there's a sprint button for this game. Oh, hi.
A tunnel.
That's sneaky.
Yep, a tunnel under the staircase. And where does that drop to? Just a place
back
you've been
here.
before?
Yeah. Yeah, right where the gate was.
Oh, nice. Now, does this guy have a sword on hand? Oh, no.
Large lurcher clump. That
Or is
guy's
he
got
just
the
an
axe.
adversary?
Of course, there's an archer in the back.
Ah. Where is he? Up and around?
Nah, he's right here.
Oh, who's hiding behind a pillar?
Yep, sneaky pillar.
Now, I wonder if the higher difficulty mode is akin to the, not necessarily a one-hit slays you, but could you imagine being hit by a hammer like that? No one would be able to survive something like that. I mean, Fury is superhuman, but a human? No.
Yeah, human would get
Oh,
toaster roastified.
I would think it would be more the blunt force.
Yeah, you would get pulped.
Ouch.
I
it's
keep forgetting about
explosions
that.
again.
But he didn't even have anything special about him. Well, we did get this.
A luminous visage. These tattered remains can be shattered in your inventory to acquire the power trapped within. Shattered to gain an attribute point.
Ooh.
And I suppose you can do that.
Immediately?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably should.